You are watching Pause. We pause for a second or two. How do we keep life coherent when so much is changing? This is episode 241, Mysterious Randomness. In today's episode, we are talking about our sleep situation. The emotional situation we're talking about is our sleep situation. Sleep is everything that has to do with falling asleep, sleeping and dreaming, and also waking up. These three. And sleep, falling asleep, sleeping and dreaming and waking up is our way of daily getting in touch with the mystery of life. There is this mysterious rhythm to life. Day and night. The sun rises and the sun sets. We wake up and we fall asleep. And this is central to what we make out of life, what life is about. And it is mysterious that it is in this way. In today's episode, which is called Mysterious Randomness, we are talking about a commonly used word, a commonly used concept in our day and age, namely randomness. Randomness seems to have been most widely used as a concept for about the last 100 years. And mainly it is a concept adopted by the natural sciences, physics, mathematics, and the like. Randomness is in a large part a scientific term. So, what does randomness have to do with our sleep situation? Randomness in scientific circles is a term used to denote many different things. And randomness in its widest sense is a term to denote the mystery of life, to denote when we do not know why. When we do not know why something is the way it is, or why something becomes the way it is, how that happens, when it's sort of shrouded, when it's sort of hidden from us. We cannot clearly say why. Then something is said to be random in a wide sense. So, randomness seems to be a modern word, at least in our day and age, for the last 100 years, seems to be a widely used word to talk about the mystery of life, the randomness in life. The mystery of life has been talked about in many different ways throughout history. Some examples of phenomena and concepts that have been used to talk about the mystery of life is miracles. We talk about God and the gods, that powers greater than us or powers beyond us act and do in ways that are beyond our understanding. Throughout history we have talked about spirits, ghosts, different sort of beings that we do not understand or that are hidden to us, and they act upon our lives beyond our control. We have throughout history talked about magic, magical powers, magical objects. We can talk about just a few examples. We can talk about the Holy Grail. We can talk about the elixir of life, fountain of youth, magical rings, and so on. We talk about magical stones, magical metals, salts. We talk about so many different versions of the mystery. Also, a quite modern way of talking about the mystery is talking about the unconscious, talking about dreams, talking about psychology. That's also quite a modern way of talking about mystery. And then we're talking about, as today, We're talking about randomness. That something is random. That when something is beyond our science, when something is beyond our theories, as well as our instruments, our technology, then something is mysterious. It is beyond our grasping. We cannot reach it. It is due to random reasons, we might say. So what is interesting to look at is sleep. Sleep is mysterious. Sleep is my favorite emotional situation. I think sleep is a great source of inspiration in life. The falling asleep, the sleeping and dreaming, and the waking up. Each night there is this interesting, mysterious, like a journey or a process maybe, or something we are going through every night. Falling, lying down, and then rising. It is mysterious, and every night can feel new. Every night can have something new. It is very interesting. It's my favorite situation. It's a great source of inspiration. And then the question becomes, how does our sleep, this mysterious phenomenon we all go through once every 24 hours, at least once, hopefully, how does this relate to our term, randomness, that is widely used in our time? Randomness. What happens when we put together sleep and randomness? Random sleep. We could put together sleep with any term or concept for the mystery. We could put together sleep and God. We could put together sleep and spirits, sleep and unconscious, sleep and what is interesting more? Perhaps sleep and people we have met. That's also mysterious. To put together our own sleep with the people we dream about. And then also we can put together sleep with randomness. Randomness. When something is beyond our intellectual theories and beyond our instruments, our technology. In a wide sense, that is the mystery of randomness. Sleep beyond our logical thinking, sleep beyond our technology. That's it. When talking about sleep and the mystery of life, and even when talking about randomness, it is not that interesting that I say what I think about it. What is more interesting is to pick up whatever spoke to you and keep pulling that thread. Gently but surely pull on that thread. Not too hard, but not too loose either. And see, what do you feel about randomness? What do you feel about combining sleep with this scientific term? Is your sleep random? Or is it not random? I don't know if there is a right or wrong here, but random or not, sleep can meet with this concept. Sleep is interesting because there are parts of it that feel predictable, and there are other parts of it that feel unpredictable. It is very dynamic. Randomness. The word has a feel to it. All these different examples of how to describe the mystery to life or how to talk about it is that they all have a feel to them that is distinct. Talking about randomness feels in one way. Talking about spirits feels in one way. Talking about God feels in one way. Talking about magic feels in one way. The magic of sleeping. God in sleeping. Spirits in sleeping. Randomness in sleeping. It's interesting to play with these different sort of man-made concepts of the mystery. And going where we feel that there is something happening. Not too much happening, but not too little either. When it feels just right. When it feels lagom. Yes. That's it for today. Thank you.